There should have had 3 of them sitting on the ground ready, because the cocksuckers are not hard to come by. I always like them guys that figure that shit out.
You know, my dad told us, Andy, don't let Leon have that engine. Don't you let him do anything. You'll never get it back.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed in prison for 2.5 years there. I wouldn't leave, because I wasn't gonna. I wasn't leaving that place without this engine. I don't care what kind of shape it was in. I ain't leaving it.
Right.
We get it back, and then we have to start all over again. So Burble was over there opening the windows.
Oh yeah?
Stepping on the window thing and jumping out. Or he fell out. I don't think he even knows to jump out. And he was running around the car wondering, how the hell I get out of here?
Get away from the other one. Welded itself in. That's that deal when they fit it. That's it. Just pull it up about 1 inch. That should be plenty.
Oh, stuck. It's running. Here, you want to?
out to one yet.
Still can't believe it was only 3,000 difference to get it to 10. And everybody wonders why these don't last for this shit. Right. There's a reason.
There's only 3,000 difference to get it to 10, and it's supposed to be 5, right?
Math don't add up there.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We're not going with standard bore plus 10. We're going with minor plus interference plus clearance.
It was 5 over to start, so you...
Supposedly.
Because I think it was standard initially, and then they went to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I took it to 5, right? It's supposed to be.
Must have been.
Well,
Because,
but he didn't know what he was doing.
well, no, when you're doing it by hand,
Yeah.
you can miss by a ways because you don't have a, they didn't use a bore gauge.
Yeah, I don't know if
They didn't have a quality machine to poke the holes out, so you're just kind of like, yeah, it's okay.
And remember, he was bent over at the hips. His back was bad. He couldn't straighten up. So he was like this. So you know, and then he told Mike to do some, so you know he was like hurting, right? Here, Mike, take over. Are you sure? I've never done anything like that. No, here, do it. It's easy. Don't worry about it.
It's all good.
That's all good. Don't worry. You don't have to be that precise. Don't worry about it. So it got the like scuff marks or whatever they were out of there.
That was this hole here. The spot on that side's gone, but the one over here is still there right there a little bit.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, a little dark.
Yeah. Well,
That's the part I wanted, is round and straight, because it'll last 5 times longer. Oil consumption, it becomes less of an issue, all that other shit.
lasts 5 times longer in oil consumption and everything, huh?
It makes a motor, it'll actually be as good or better than it was when it was brand new.
Well, that'd be nice. Good or better than it was.
But then the only thing you got to suffer with is the quality of the part, whether the stuff is as good as you really want it to be or not.
We've gone so far with this thing. Right, Joe?
I think it'll be fine. I'm curious to see how it runs after it gets all this done to it, because big difference.
Me too. See, our dad bought it in the 70s. And it started every time. Hit the key, boom. Cold weather, hot weather.
It had little short corded liners in it.
Yeah.
And that's what did that.
Extra compression.
Well, it's a cheater's way to get it because they all use the same piston in them. But if you shove that short corded liner in there, they used it with a 14-to-1 piston. That made them start easier, pardon me. Till now they started them. After the war, you could get medical grade ether in a little can, just like red corn cans. Get the lid off before the lid from the ether was dumped in the air cleaner. It was wrong, wide open in the button. Yeah, run every time.
The only problem we ever had was overheating. And come to find out, someone took the shroud off.
Yeah, that'll do.
But Dad didn't notice it for the longest time. And so you know the story. He made himself a little sprayer, and we bought, you saw the fans we bought, right? Those 2 electric fans. And so the electric fans and the little spray mist did the trick. And one day he goes, "There's no shroud on there. Oh my God." And you know what? It had one, and then he took it to a shop, and they must have forgotten or didn't put it back on.
Broke it while taking it off.
It's sort of a dumpster when nobody was looking.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was like, what the hell has happened to this thing all of a sudden?
Alright, that was one over.
We drove that thing all over the country with my dad.
We haven't brushed that one yet. I tried it again after I took some out of it.
We got a video of him jumping out of the bus. He just has his shorts on. You know, we just left Padre Island. It was hotter than hell. It was hotter than hell, but you could see my dad was in heaven. His bus, his family, you know, traveling the country. He loved it. It was so hot in that bus. There was no air conditioners in it. Had a little Onan generator in it. Put. Down by the pickup. Frisco.
out there?
Yeah, he's out there at the Jeep. Verbal hadn't seen him yet. Mike's got his head back, snoring. Briscoe. Oh, there you go. Briscoe. There, Burtle saw him.
It's still a little warm there.
Oh, you wanted it tight. So if you're just a little bit tighter. Put it in there one more time, this will be the last time.
Oh no, there's more liners.
You like that one in that hole better?
Actually, it's a bit better than.
It's already cool.
Yeah.
Better go get your dog. I'll go get him. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm out here. You're not. If you were nice, calm down. You could be out here too.
It's right there.
They're close to the heavy right there.
So where are we at?
We load these two out. I got those two left and I'll go take our two more.
So let me put something to go in that hole.
Good wood. This one has the same markings on it as the last one. But I think this is only one over, so it's not going to be.
Oh, okay. We gotta punch on it some more. Let's do that.
Yeah, it still needs another quarter out of it. Perfect. Measurement problems. We haven't done this one yet. I could go with those two, get them out there, so they can start cooling off.
You're the man.
That's where we're gonna go. Want those other two liners out, or are they gonna stay?
They ain't going anywhere. We know they belong there.
Do a lot of people do this, Joe, or no?
Well, when you major them, how to frame them, this is what you do. See, now this deal here, when you put that back in, you should be able to in-frame it in the bus one time after this, which will take you out beyond 1,000,000 miles. And then when it comes time to do that one again, then you take it out and major it again, take it clear out. That gets a chance to clean up the oil leaks and make sure it's a good motor again.
After a million?
Well, there's no real hard timeline on it, but you do a major, then an in-frame, then you go back to the major because you got the gaskets are out of it by that time, and it's got 1,000,000 miles on it. This deserves a little love.
I don't think we'll ever see 1,000,000 miles, do you?
Not unless you drop the water and drive her hard. It will stop pretty quick.
Joe wants to go up to Canada, and
Yeah.
so I don't know what that would be. Canada, Alaska. We all go together. That'd be fun.
Oh, that's
Mike's just
Mikey's taking care of him.
So we'll go down to Texas,
Yeah.
and we can meet some of our old friends, and then we'll head on to Florida, up the East Coast,
Yeah.
up to Canada, up to Alaska. Doesn't that sound like a nice little trip?
Do that 100 more times, you have 1,000,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but doesn't that sound like a nice trip? Fishing and just enjoying life.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. Haven't I, Mike? Since we were little kids,
Fun to ride a bike.
we had motorcycles, and I said, Mike, let's just go. He says,
So-
what will we do for money? I said, we'll work along the way.
I saw a deal, I think it was in like Reader's Digest. These two brothers would get up in the morning and they didn't want to go to school, so they stood a pencil on end and let it go. Whichever way it pointed, they just walked that way all day.
Burble, burble, burble.
It was a morning in June when I heard that tune falling up to the beat of your heart. Like a white rain sails from a startled trail, our eyes met and then landed so well. Before you could speak, before you could weep, I held your hand in mine. Like a shell on a beach, waiting for your reach, falling up to the mountain to climb. You came reassuring, Mother Nature's procuring. There's no need for doubt in his mind. You came reassuring, Mother Nature's procuring. There's no need for doubt in his mind. And our eyes align like the sun through the pines, in a silent space, in a cup full of time. In these orderly ways, in this disorderly life, I let go of my hand in the jar. For the great moon in the middle of June, falling up to the pole of the tide. Though I've seen it before, nothing I've ever been told can touch this feeling inside. You came reassuring, Mother Nature's procuring. There's no need for doubt in his mind. You came reassuring, Mother Nature's procuring. There's no need for doubt in his mind. And our eyes align like the sun through the pines, in a silent space, in a cup full of time. In these orderly ways, in this disorderly life, I let go of my hand in the jar. And our eyes align like the sun through the pines, in a silent space, in a cup full of time. In these orderly ways, in this disorderly life, I let go of my hand in the jar. I let go of my hand in the jar. I let go of my hand in the jar.